Good morning. Our ceremony is about to begin. We ask that you silence all electronic devices at this time. You may take photos while remaining at your seats during the ceremony. We have professional photography and video being recorded today that will be given to our graduates in the future. The ceremony is also being live streamed through the CHSU YouTube page. Please rise as you are able for the processional.
Hi. Thank you, everybody. You may all be seated if you found a seat. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Dr. John Granito, and I'm the Dean for the CHSU's College of Osteopathic Medicine and the Interim Chief Academic Officer for the university. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you all to this CHSU Commencement Ceremony and Hooding Ceremony for the class of 2025. We have a couple of more important than other people in our audience today that I need to acknowledge. Lots of you are important for sure. Our county medical society is the Fresno Madera Medical Society, and it is our honor to have this year's president, Dr. Pam Kamen, with us as a faculty member as well. The Osteopathic Physicians and Surgeons of California is our state organization for the DOs in California, and our president-elect of OPSC is here, Dr. Carrie Janiski. And for the students, you know, OPSC is who donated your white coats that you wore for the past 4 years. I want to thank and recognize our strong community of over several hundred clinical preceptors who serve as clinical faculty. If they could all stand and be acknowledged, we appreciate their commitment to teaching in the clinical setting. This event would not be possible without the collaboration with Fresno State University, and we thank Dr. Saul Jimenez Sandoval, president of Fresno State, and representing Fresno State today, Dr. Peter Robertson, director of development. Thank you, Peter. Now I'll ask you all to rise as we invite our student choir, the vocal cords, to sing the national anthem. The vocal cords are led by conductor Dr. Ronald Yanato, an alum from our inaugural class of 2024.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the
You may all be seated. Thank you to the vocal cords and their wonderful rendition of the national anthem, and to conductor Dr. Ron Yanato, who founded that student choir in his inaugural year of medical school. It is now with pleasure that I introduce our founding president of California Health Sciences University, Dr. Florence Dunn.
Good morning. It is my honor to welcome distinguished guests, families and friends, trustees, faculty and staff, but most importantly, our class of 2025 graduates of California Health Sciences University. Today is a day of triumph. It marks the accumulation of years of extraordinary dedication, sacrifice, and resilience. It is a profound honor to stand before our graduating class and to offer, on behalf of our entire university community, my deepest congratulations. To our graduates, today you just don't receive a diploma. You receive a calling. You have chosen a profession rooted in healing, compassion, in science, and in service. You enter the field of medicine and science at a time when the world needs you more than ever. You have studied through a time of global health crisis. You have learned the cost of inequity in care. You have seen the power and limits of science. And through it all, you have gained not only competence, but character. This path you have walked, the long nights, the clinical rotations, the countless exams, yes, the countless exams, the moments of doubt, and the breakthroughs of understanding was never meant to be easy. But you persisted, and to our Osteopathic School of Medicine graduates, today you are doctors. Since CHSU was founded in 2012, it is our mission to prepare healthcare coverage for people living in Central Valley. We envision providing more physicians and healthcare providers to help alleviate the severe shortage and providing more access to patients. I am proud to say that today we are making great progress towards advancing our mission. Despite the challenges you faced, you remain steadfast in your commitment to building something extraordinary. You have not only transformed your own lives, but also inspired countless others to dream boldly, to defy convention, and to challenge the status quo. You have witnessed the urgent need for physicians and other healthcare providers in our region, especially during the pandemic. You can now contribute your skills and knowledge to serve our community that desperately needs you. Even if your residency is outside of California, just remember we will always welcome you back with open arms. The road ahead may be challenging, but always remember you have the power to change lives, alleviate suffering, and make the world a healthier, happier place for generations to come. Although gaining knowledge is essential, but always remember it's ethics and kindness that forms your soul. In closing, I'd like to leave you with one thought. You have reached this milestone. There's many doors were open for you. And as you cross this major milestone threshold today, please turn around, open a door, extend your hand, and lead the next person through. May you go forth with courage in your hearts, compassion in your actions, and unwavering commitment to uphold the highest ideals of your profession. Congratulations. May you light into lives of many. Thank you.
Thank you, President Dunn. You didn't come here to be mediocre. You came here to be great. I don't know if you remember, I said those words to you 4 years ago on your orientation day. And I meant it then, and I mean it now. You came here to be great. You didn't come here to be mediocre. In the past, you have focused on milestones like graduating college or getting a good score on your MCAT, getting into med school, another milestone, graduating, now getting a residency. These are just steps along the way to your path to greatness. So now it's time to rethink your focus. Time to not just think about what's next in your life, but rather how I'm going to enjoy getting there, the path, the journey, and to focus on exploring each and every new relationship you're going to build with patients over the next few years. I predict you will begin to change your focus from being one of not your achievements no longer, but rather what you can do for them, your patients, and how you can help them achieve health. These are the powerful connections you will make with patients as they put their trust in you, which is unlike any other profession. Now, we all know the inaugural class and the second class. You guys are special. You're the first ones to try out lots of things. We share that bond and always will of being adventurous, bold, taking the chance. If that wasn't enough, you all started during the COVID challenges. Initial cohorts at any school also help us to work out the kinks and the infrastructure. And yes, we had some challenges, but we celebrated the milestones too. We're now entering our first year of formal pathway partnerships for admissions with the California State Universities of Stanislaus and Bakersfield, as well as Fresno Pacific University. And this past month, we accepted our early acceptance program to sophomores from Fresno State University on a clear pathway to staying in medical school in the Central Valley. Because of your pioneering spirit and those who started working here with the same adventurous spirit, we're all surrounded by those willing to try new things and to take a chance to make this happen. We could not have achieved a 100% match 2 years in a row without your dedication. And we're still celebrating with you, and ultimately today, you being the newest doctors in the Central Valley. And that's why, I repeat, you didn't come here to be mediocre. You came here to be great, and you're leaving the same way. Now I'd like to introduce our commencement speaker, who is a very distinguished osteopathic physician leader in our community. Dr. Robert Kane is President and Chief Executive Officer of the American Association of Colleges of Osteopathic Medicine. ACOM is the member organization of which this medical school is a member. Like me, Dr. Kane received his osteopathic medical degree from Ohio University Heritage College of Osteopathic Medicine, although we were a couple years apart. He completed Midwestern University's Costin Institute for Academic Leaders and is now board certified both in internal medicine as well as pulmonary medicine by the American Osteopathic Board of Internal Medicine. Dr. Kane has dedicated the past 2 decades to serving on numerous national, state, and local committees, task forces, and boards, and you can certainly read more about his very impactful career in your program. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Robert Kane.
Thank you, Dr. Granito, for that introduction. Well, good morning. Class of 2025. How are you feeling this morning? Excited? A lot? Anxious? Maybe just a little? You are almost there. Almost there. It's such a privilege to be with you on this milestone day. I want to thank President Dunn, Dean Granito for inviting me, and for the wonderful work that you're doing here at California Health Sciences University. I had the opportunity to visit the campus yesterday, met members of the team, some of the students, and it was a wonderful experience. Today we celebrate not only the graduating DO class, but also the dedicated master's degree students who are part of this ceremony. Whether your path leads you towards the practice of medicine or into other vital roles in the health professions, you all have been part of a community deeply committed to healing and service. The universal values I will talk about, compassion, resilience, and the courage to make a difference, are meant for all of you. For the members of the COM class of 2025, let me start with something simple but true. You belong here. Don't ever forget that. You've earned the right to be called doctor, and you're about to join a profession built not just on knowledge, but on service, responsibility, and trust, a word that's already come up this morning. That last one, trust, is important. Because whether or not we always name it, one of the most powerful forces in medicine is trust. A patient places their life in your hands, sometimes with the joy of birth, sometimes with fear and a terminal diagnosis, often with uncertainty. And in that moment, they're not just asking you for a diagnosis or a treatment plan. They're silently asking, will you listen to me? Will you see me as more than my illness? Can I trust you? In recent years, that trust has been tested by complexity, by inequity, by moments when the system just seemed to forget its purpose. But here's the good news. Each graduation is an opportunity to start anew. And you are uniquely equipped to help rebuild the trust in medicine. You've chosen a professional degree that was founded on seeing people differently. And you've trained in a tradition that teaches healing happens through more than procedures and prescriptions. Healing happens when compassion walks into the room. Let's talk about that word for a moment, compassion. We often use it interchangeably with empathy, but they're not quite the same. Empathy is the ability to feel with someone. Compassion is when that feeling moves you to act. As physicians, it's not enough simply to understand suffering. Our job is to step toward it with skill, with humility, and with purpose. In other words, compassion is empathy with its sleeves rolled up. This is where your osteopathic education shines. Since the first days of medical school, you've learned to treat the whole person. While paying attention to the importance of structure and function, you've also learned to listen deeply, to notice what isn't being said, and to understand the context in which illness occurs. You've been trained to ask not just what's the matter, but what matters to you. That question, asked sincerely and often, can restore relationships, renew trust, and even improve outcomes. It's not just good medicine, it's great medicine. Today, you join a profession that is evolving. becoming more diverse, more team-based, more focused on value and outcomes. And yet, even as everything changes, the heart of medicine stays the same. One human choosing to care for another. Let that center you when the chart is long, the day is longer, and the burden feels the heaviest. Let that guide you when you're faced with decisions that aren't black and white. Because what the world needs most from you is not perfection, it's presence. Your ability to show up with wisdom, integrity, and compassion is what will define you far more than any test score or credential ever will. You are part of something bigger now, a legacy that began in rural Missouri with Andrew Taylor Still, a vision that medicine could be more human, more connected, and more healing. That vision lives on in each of you. To prepare for this address, I took time to meet with leaders, faculty, and students to learn about the class. You've had an amazing journey and made many memories. As the second DO class at CHSU and the first coming out of COVID, you experienced the challenges of both growth and change as a new institution and dealing with a post-pandemic world. But you've made the best of that experience. Your faculty noted that you are tremendous self-advocates, mature and highly adaptable. You were characterized as good people, in it together, sharing and helping each other as needed. You've also cared for others in the community, participating in DO Day of Service and walking with senior citizens in the park. You have a pioneering spirit and used it to develop new clubs and other opportunities for future student success, like tutoring programs and successful completion of your clinical rotations. These initial patient care experiences were your chance to show what you've got and to make a good name for CHSU, and you shouldered that responsibility. Some students stood out as teaching assistants and fellows, sharing their knowledge and skills with others, while perhaps preparing for their own future as teaching physicians. Some of you will enter the military, caring for our troops and their families as they sacrifice to keep our nation safe. Over 4 years, life happens. Talk about resiliency. Together, you've experienced serious challenges, overcoming personal losses and personal health issues. Class members have persisted through the effects of chemotherapy and even found a passion for global health following a traumatic injury. But you've also gone on meaningful runs with faculty, celebrated student awards, witnessed marriage and birth, elevated the CHSU COMLEX performance, and most importantly, celebrated a 100% match rate. And into some great programs. I also want to take a moment to comment about the students earning their master's degree today. Your faculty think of you as part of their family. They're proud of your dedicated work and grateful for your participation in a program that for some is a pathway to medical school and for others an entryway into related health professions. They too noted how you had each other's back, an important quality in this challenging world today. Today, as you walk across this stage, take a moment to look around at your classmates, your faculty, and your mentors, at your family, your friends, and your community. Feel the strength of that support and carry it with you. And remember that the white coat does not make you immune to struggle, but it can and should remind you of your power to serve. Before I close, I want to leave you with two thoughts. The first is from author and physician Rachel Naomi Remen, who said, "The most important thing you bring to your patients is the belief that they matter." Now let me repeat that. The most important thing you bring to your patients is the belief that they matter. The second is my own. Let your presence be a reminder that compassion is still the most powerful force in medicine. When you're unsure what to say or do, lead with your heart, and you'll rarely go wrong. Now, I was once told that graduation speeches should be short, and that the very best ones even shorter. Because today isn't about the speaker, it's about you. So in case you weren't listening to anything I just said over the last 7.5 minutes, some of your minds might have been already walking across this stage. I asked ChatGPT to summarize it for me. So here we go. Be bold. Lead with your hearts. Let compassion be your legacy, and go make medicine better. Thank you for letting me share this important and joyful day with you. Congratulations, class of 2025. You did it.
Well, that was pretty funny. I do not have a ChatGPT summary, Dr. Kane, so. Okay, this is the time. This is it. We're starting the hooding ceremony. We're so excited. The first row, you can start making your way up here. Hooding is a tradition afforded to those who've earned a doctor or master's degree. The class voted on who would be this ceremony's participants, and so selected from the osteopathic physician faculty, the hooders will be Dr. Sandeep Grewal, Dr. Jared Hamying, Dr. Sidney James, and Dr. Jonathan Terry. Not to go unnoticed, you voted for Dr. Miller, so that's why he was the mace bearer, and of course Dr. Duke Chung to announce the candidates' names. A new tradition we started, which we couldn't do last year, we have the president of our Alumni Association, Dr. Varsha Swamy, to hood the first candidate. So let's begin.
Thank you, Dr. Granito. Candidates, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your hood and diploma. Dr. Tia Abusham. Thank you, Dr. Swamy, for participating in our hooding ceremony. Now I invite Dr. Sandeep Grewal and Dr. Sidney James to come forward to hood our candidates. Dr. Shakil Ahmed. Dr. Najia Alam. Dr. Fahad Alim. Dr. Daniel Amaya. Dr. Catherine Ju Young An. Dr. Shreya Attikar. Dr. Mia Sandiong. Dr. Khalid Azizi. Dr. Jasleen Baines. Dr. Danielle Nabil Bandak. Dr. Kyle Bueller. Dr. Everett Michael Blau. Dr. David Brown. Dr. Abigail Buckland. Dr. Cassandra Carrillo. Dr. Jennifer Kristen Cessolini. Dr. Kevin Chan. Dr. Joshua Honsuk Cho. Dr. Kiran Chauhan. Dr. Brooke Danielle Crosswhite. Dr. Tiffany Tu An Dang. Dr. Trung Nguyen Dang. Dr. Brandon de Guzman. Dr. Austin Dean. Dr. Christian Allen Padua, Dean. Dr. Corey DeLisi. Dr. Sade Demirel. Dr. Sumit Kaur Dillon. Dr. Patricia Joyce McPante Diankine. Dr. Genevieve Gerlin Doctolero. Dr. Evan Doucette. Dr. Milena Drakovic. Dr. Kunal Dudeja. Dr. Christopher Aaron Owens. Dr. Yanette Fanos. Dr. Alan J. Fox. Dr. Katayun Fetat. Dr. Cade Allen Bonasek Fountain. Dr. Chadni Gazula. Dr. David Ghali. Dr. Melanie Gazarian. Dr. Shannon Giliberto. Dr. Dominic Giuliani. Dr. Vishal Kumar Gupta. Dr. Maya Hall. Dr. Mandy Helly. Dr. Kashik Christopher Hamayakian. Dr. David Matthew Holm. Dr. Megan Lee Holm. Dr. George Abdallah Horani. Dr. Brian Huerta. Dr. Aaron Huntington. Dr. Kushmanji Chawanda. Dr. Sabrina Jones. Thank you, Drs. Graywall and Dr. James, for participating in our hooding ceremony. I now invite Dr. Jared Hamding and Dr. Jonathan Cherry to come forward for the second half of the hooding. Dr. Paramveer Singh Kaloti. Dr. Avery Lynn Kaplan. Dr. Joshua Karen. Dr. Navdeep Kaur. Dr. Alan Kim. Dr. Sonali Kaduri. Dr. Eli Lasotovich. Dr. Arash John Latifi. Dr. Cindy Lee. Dr. Joyce Lin. Dr. Tom Liu. Dr. Kevin McKay. Dr. Samira Malipati. Dr. Laura Malik. Dr. Grace Ann Miller Spear. Dr. Fahad Molla. Dr. Manpreet Kaur Nawal. Dr. Meredith Noel Nastris. Dr. James Nelson. Dr. Darren Ngo. Dr. Zhou Nguyen. Dr. Taylor Florinda Nunes. Dr. Brendan Patrick O'Brien. Dr. Victoria Carol Pirelli. We'll also like to recognize Dr. Anish Patel. Dr. Delana Lene Payton. Dr. Natalie Pena Brockett. Dr. Thuy Tien Pham. Dr. Kimberly Hien Fong. Dr. Sunny Park. Dr. Omar Wise Papal. Dr. Chelsea Preciado. Dr. Courtney Neha Prashard. Dr. Sandhya Pirigala. Dr. Hamza Rana. Dr. Cedar Robertson. Dr. Ashley Nicole Saavedra. Dr. Dion Parungao Santander. Dr. Ria Shishodia. Dr. Sumani Kaur Sidhu. Dr. Tachinder Singh. Dr. Pulkit Singhal. Dr. Christina Su. Dr. Deksha Jinlong Tan. Dr. Olivia Tendajaya. Dr. Alexa Nicole Tweet. Dr. Josh Valenzuela. Dr. Joel Philip Verugis. Dr. Christian Velasco. Dr. Sarah Sadiqa Wali. Dr. Alicia Willard. Dr. Alvin Wong. Dr. Jessica Wu. Dr. Marvin Wu. Congratulations. Thank you, Dr. Terry, Dr. Hamding, for hooding our candidates there. That concludes the CHSU Com 2025 hooding ceremony. Congratulations, you guys did it. Give me a big cheer. Thank you. I just love the energy in the room. The time is now to introduce our master's graduates. I would like to introduce Dr. Sri Patipati, Associate Dean and Professor in the College of Biosciences and Health Professions, for some remarks.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. President Dan, esteemed board members, dear colleagues, proud families and friends, and most importantly, our graduating students. It's an honor and joy to stand before you today. First, I want to congratulate our class of 2025 College of Osteopathic Medicine graduates on this very important achievement. To the Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences class of 2025, congratulations. Today, we celebrate not just your academic achievement, but the perseverance, dedication, and courage that brought you to this moment. Okay? You entered this program with a goal, and thorough hard work and determination, you have transformed into scientists, scholars, and future leaders in healthcare and biomedical research. Over the past year, you faced intense challenges, complex courses, long nights of studying, numerous presentations and exams, and you met them all head-on. You supported one another, collaborated, asked questions, and pushed the boundaries of your own understanding. I watched you to grow, not just in knowledge, but in confidence, character, and compassion. You have shown us what it means to be driven not only by ambition, but by purpose. And that is what truly sets you apart. As you leave this stage and step into the next chapter, whether it is a medical school, clinical practice, or a research role, for the study, for the graduation, carry forward the values you have lived here: curiosity, resilience, integrity, and compassion. To our dedicated faculty, thank you for inspiring, mentoring, and challenging our students. You have ignited minds and shaped futures. To our staff, thank you for countless ways you have supported student success behind the scenes, from the first day of orientation to this day. And the families and loved ones, thank you for being their cheerleaders, their study anchors, and their source of strength through this journey. Graduates, your journey doesn't end here. In fact, it is just the beginning. The world needs minds like you, driven by the knowledge, guided by the purpose, and committed to making a difference. We are all proud of you, we believe in you, and we can't wait to see how far you all go. Once again, congratulations, MSBS class of 2025. We are excited to now begin the Master's Hooding Ceremony, which is a tradition afforded to those that earn a master's degree. I invite Dr. Rosemary Sanchez will be announcing the candidate names, and Dr. Alan Kesishian will participate in the hooding ceremony.
Candidates, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your hood and diploma. Dia Bendari, honors. Harnor Brar, high honors. Bryce Joseph Denise, high honors. Koljit Dami, high honors. Nathan Doe, high honors. Kendall Fisher, high honors. Srikar Garapati, high honors. Charita Gadella. Christiana Gonzalez, high honors. Crystal Rachel Nyaduku Hammond, high honors. Alan Thon Tam Nguyen, honors. Chandler Christine Kelser, high honors. Jade Lamb. Rishab Majumdar, high honors. Jenna Lynn Markarian, high honors. Akram Mohsin, honors. Nicole Jackie Bobka, honors. Victoria Osorio. Giovanni Ruiz, high honors. Samantha Rose Singh, honors. Subeg Singh, honors. Josue Urias, high honors.
Thank you, Dr. Sanchez and Dr. Kesishan. Now I invite Dr. Com Dean, Dr. Granito, to present the candidate.
Congratulations to all of our candidates on your CHSU hoods. And now, it is my honor to initiate the presentation of the DO candidates. Will you all please rise? DO candidates class of 2025. Madam President. Hold on. Madam President, on behalf of the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Osteopathic Medicine, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you these candidates who are duly approved to receive the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree for which they are entitled.
Well, let's make it official. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of California Health Sciences University, I do now confer upon you the Doctor for Osteopathic Medicine degree to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertain. Congratulations, doctors. You may now be seated.
Congratulations again. Now it's my honor to initiate the presentation of MSBS candidates. Class of 2025 Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences degree candidate, please stand. Madam President, on behalf of the recommendations of the faculty of the College of Biosciences and Health Professions, it is my distinct pleasure to present these candidates who are duly approved to receive the Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences degree for which they are entitled.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of California Health Sciences University, I do now confer upon you the Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences degree, to which you are entitled with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto pertain. Congratulations, graduates. You may now be seated.
Congratulations to our colleagues in the MSBS program, and congratulations to my fellow osteopathic physicians. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Lisa Chun, Professor and Associate Dean for Osteopathic Clinical Education and Simulation. She will lead the osteopathic graduates in reciting the osteopathic oath. Dr. Chun.
Thank you, Dr. Granado. Congratulations to our new DOs who have joined our noble profession of osteopathic medicine. As President Dunn said, you are now entitled to all the rights, privileges, and obligations that pertain to the Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine degree. The osteopathic oath, adopted by the American Osteopathic Association, is a distinct reminder of those rights, privileges, and obligations. It is my honor to lead our inaugural graduates in reciting the osteopathic oath. Doctors, please stand and turn to page 11 in your program. Please join me in reciting the osteopathic oath. Ready? Begin. I do hereby affirm my loyalty to the profession I am about to enter. I will be mindful always of my great responsibility to preserve the health and the life of my patients, to retain their confidence and respect both as a physician and a friend who will guard their secrets with scrupulous honor and fidelity, to perform faithfully my professional duties, to employ only those recognized methods of treatment consistent with good judgment and with my skill and ability, keeping in mind always nature's laws and the body's inherent capacity for recovery. I will be ever vigilant in aiding in the general welfare of the community, sustaining its laws and institutions, not engaging in those practices which will in any way bring shame or discredit upon myself or my profession. I will give no drugs for deadly purposes to any person, though it be asked of me. I will endeavor to work in accord with my colleagues in a spirit of progressive cooperation, and never by word or by act cast imputations upon them or their rightful activities. I will look with respect and esteem upon all those who have taught me my art. To my college, I will be loyal and strive always for its best interests and for the interests of the students who will come after me. I will be ever alert to further the application of basic biologic truths to the healing arts and to develop the principles of osteopathic medicine which were first enunciated by Dr. Andrew Taylor Still. Thank you. You may be seated. Congratulations, colleagues.
Thank you, Dr. Chun, for your leadership and accomplishments in osteopathic medical education. I now invite the CHSU College of Osteopathic Medicine class of 2025 president to give his graduation reflection. Please welcome Kushmanjit Jawanda to speak on behalf of your class.
Good afternoon, everyone, faculty, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2025. Before I begin, I want to take a brief moment to say thank you to my classmates. Thank you for the resilience, camaraderie, and laughter we've shared through all the highs and lows. A special thank you to my vice president this past year, Dr. Natalie Pena-Brockett. Your steady leadership, support, and friendship meant more than I can say, and I couldn't have asked for a better partner in serving our class. And to the class presidents who served before me, you helped guide this class through some of the most challenging and formative years of our journey. Thank you for your dedication and example. It's been an honor to follow in your footsteps. Now, I want to start with a quick show of hands and be honest. How many of you here at some point during medical school or during the master's doubted yourselves? And I don't know if you guys took a chance to look around and look at our audience, but among our parents, siblings, partners, and friends, none of them had their hands raised. Because while we may have doubted ourselves, our loved ones and our support systems never did. They believed in us when we didn't. They stood by us during the longest nights, the hardest exams, the moments where we felt like we might not make it. They were proud of us, especially when we forgot to be proud of ourselves. And we all know how much it meant to have someone by our side reminding us of our worth when we needed it most. Now, as we take our next step into residency and beyond, that responsibility, that privilege, passes to us. Because one day soon, it'll be us who our patients look to in their moments of fear, pain, and uncertainty. We will be the ones offering comfort, answers, and sometimes just simply hope. And like those who believed in us, we'll help others believe in themselves again. So to my classmates, congratulations. We made it. Not because we never struggled, but because we kept going anyways. And to everyone here who walked this journey alongside of us, thank you for lifting us when we needed it most. Now, as we move forward, it's our turn to be that source of strength and belief for others, to serve, to care, to heal. In my own life, there's a phrase that's always stayed with me. It comes from my Sikh upbringing and background, and it's shared at the end of every prayer. Sarbat Tapala. It means the well-being of all. And I can't think of a more fitting message for what medicine is truly about and what kind of physicians we will all aspire to be. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Javanda, for leading and representing your cohort so well. Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Rishabh Majumdar to deliver a graduate's reflection on behalf of CHSU, College of Biosciences and Health Professions. Mr. Majumdar was nominated by his classmates, and it is my pleasure to welcome Mr. Rishabh Majumdar to speak on behalf of the class of MSBS class of 2025.
Good morning, esteemed faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. It's an honor to speak on behalf of the class of 2025. Today is more than just a milestone. It's the product of countless small acts of discipline, courage, and persistence, the ones no one sees, but we've all lived through. Like many of you, I balance more than just academics in this program. I serve as an officer in the United States Army in a Special Operations Civil Affairs team. In that role, I've learned what it means to serve. Not just a mission, but people. Whether it's in conflict zones or remote villages, Our job is to build trust, to understand communities, and to help where help is hard to find. That sense of purpose, of doing something greater than yourself, is what brought me to the sciences. And it's what I see reflected in every one of you sitting here today, helping the CHSU mission of improving our Central Valley. These programs weren't easy. They weren't meant to be. They challenged us to think critically, manage pressure, and lead ourselves even when motivation ran low. In many ways, it was its own kind of deployment. Long days, uncertain outcomes, and the need to rely on your team to get through it. And yet, we did. Each of us came into this program with a different story, a different struggle. Some of you worked full-time, supported families, battled through personal loss, or started over after countless failures. And yet, here you are, resilient, capable, and transformed. As a soldier, I've learned that leadership isn't about being the loudest voice in the room. It's about showing up consistently and quietly, especially when no one's watching. And that lesson applies to medicine and science. The world doesn't need more experts who know everything. It needs more professionals who listen, who care, and who serve. We didn't walk this path alone. I want to take a moment to thank the faculty who made that especially clear. Dr. Patty, thank you for always expecting more of us than we expected from ourselves and encouraging us to learn an abundance of pharmacology, maybe even confusing us on the differences between propranolol and atenolol. Dr. Kashishian, your commitment and insight to excellence made complex subjects something we could actually love. Dr. Rao, Dr. Peminati, Dr. Edmiston, Dr. Kodka, and Dr. Rahman, your consistency and care helped create the stability we needed to grow. Your love of the sciences distracted us from a very difficult course of anatomy. So thank you, Dr. Lin and Dr. Richards, for making such a rigorous course. And to Dr. Sanchez and Ms. Garces, the ultimate backstage duo, thank you for always playing every role behind the scenes to keep our journey smooth, even when we didn't know the script. To our families, partners, and friends, thank you for the sacrifices you made so we could be here. You may not be wearing the cap and gown tonight, but you walked this journey with us, and we are forever grateful. To my fellow graduates, thank you. Thank you for the late-night study sessions, the encouragement, and even the shared moments of frustration. We made this meaningful together. As we move forward, carry this with you. Success is not defined by titles or accolades, but by impact. How we treat people, how we show up when no one's watching, and how we use our knowledge to advocate for those who can't. Class of 2025, we've proven we could do hard things. Now let's go do meaningful ones. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jawanda and Mr. Majumbar, for eloquently representing your colleagues. And I have a few closing comments. You're embarking on your professional career now, which will be memorable. It's really just the start. Your diploma is your ticket to greatness. And I wish you luck along your continued journey towards an awesome career in helping other people find health. The faculty and I and you will always share that special bond of being one of the first classes, and that connection you'll treasure forever. As the second cohort, you had the opportunity to provide ample feedback and suggestions for improvement. Although we didn't always agree on everything along the way, what we do agree upon today, right here, right now, is our shared vision and mission of training and retaining more doctors for the Central Valley and for California. We agree today more doctors means better access to care for the patients who need us. And we also agree that this moment is the next step on your path to greatness. So for the COM graduates, you began today as students, and you depart this building as physicians. Congratulations. The master's students, I also wish you luck on your next phase of your journey, wherever that goes. At this moment, I'm going to ask the COM graduates to stand. And I'm going to ask the master's students to stand. And I want you to turn behind you and thank the faculty that are seated behind you for their support along the way. Now take a half turn towards the audience and thank all those people who made this journey possible. And now the faculty and administration, let's stand and give our graduates our thanks and wish them luck along their next journey. That's concluding our ceremony. Now the guests, I'm going to ask that you will exit the building from the door with which you came in, and you'll be able to meet your graduate out in the parking lot for pictures, etc. On behalf of the trustees and the administration and faculty and staff, thank you all. This concludes our commencement and hooding ceremony.